everybody, it's Jackie Lee here from livingandupgradedlife.com, and today has been one of those horrible no good days. Last night my husband Ryan, he decided to do his weekly upgrade, and he bought this handy dandy printer. Yes, a nice fancy schmancy printer to help him in his business endeavors, and it has been a complete and utter nightmare. It doesn't work. It won't find the network. He spent hours last night trying to get it to hook up, and I spent literally the entire day on the phone with HP support trying to get it to work until the guy finally gave up and just said, yeah, it's not going to work. And so I've been really frustrated, and I'm really annoyed because I haven't been able to get anything done today because somebody has, taken over my computer trying to get this silly printer to work. And so as the day dwindles down and it's only an hour or so until I have to go pick up the kiddo and then my work time's over, I was feeling really annoyed and frustrated. And I remembered that it's much easier to stop and shift. I have that choice. I have that decision. I have that ability to shift. And so I started thinking, well, what can I do to shift this mood? Because really, it comes down to feeling good, right? If I took action feeling all yucky and gross and annoyed, it doesn't really matter what it is that I took action on. It probably was not going to turn out the way I wanted it to. So I started thinking about how I can shift. How can I shift? How can I shift? Read a book. Get some essential oil and diffuse some oil in the house to try and create a shift in my mood and my energy. I could pick Hannah up and we could just go to the barn for a little bit. Being at the barn always seems to shift my energy. And I think, there are a lot of things I can do to shift from where I'm at right now that don't take a lot of time, don't take a lot of effort, but really create the result that I'm looking for, which is to feel better. And I think that the hardest piece of this whole shifting business is doing it, is making the decision to shift instead of just continually feeling shitty. And it's really easy to get wrapped up in that and to spiral downward into a really bad day. But at any point, at any moment in the day, you can make a decision to shift. My suggestion would be, and I've done this for quite a while, is make a list of shifting possibilities. What can you do when you're spiraling downward? Have a list of things that you can do, that work for you, that are easy for you to do to shift. Whether it's, listening to some crazy music, taking a shower, putting some essential oil on. Those are the things that my go-to shifters. And when you're in the spiral downward, it's really hard to remember them. That's why I always suggest that you write them down. Because when you're in the moment, it may be really hard to recall what those shifters are for you. But if you've gotten it written down and you make the decision to do it, you can go find your list. And then you don't have to use your brain power to try and think about what those shifters are for you. You've got it right there. Easy peasy. So I think that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to surprise Hannah, maybe run her up to the barn for a little bit, give some horses some lovin', and shift my mood and just start over tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a brand new day. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really, really good one. So here's to your shift. I'd love to hear, your shifters. What do you use to shift to feel better when you're in a downward spiral? It's always nice to have a bigger and better list. So feel free to share your shifters in the comments. And, I might find I add a couple of yours to my list as well. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. And if you are in the downward spiral, remember, find a shifter and shift. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. And it happens when you decide to make it happen. So have an awesome one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.